Ladies and gentlemen, we're here in New York City. Tell us how you guys feeling coming over here.
Feeling great, man.
Press conference, Jake Paul.
Yeah, NYC, this is our home. We had to pull up, you know what I mean? To this GERVONTA, Tank Davis, and Jake Paul, you know, and got my brother David Flash Sparks. We got the Sparks Fly.
And Mrecktv.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
One of the hottest sports shows that just came out a month ago and smoking shit on Complex, NBC, you know, Vibe, Yahoo Sports, all that fly shit. Go
awesome,
look it up.
man. And
what Mrecktv is the monster brand. That's all you need to know. You feel me?
Exactly. And what a great idea, you know, you being representing this, you know, this brand.
Yes.
Tell me about right now.
Now, this is going to be the new term for boxing now.
Awesome.
You know how they got, let's get ready to rumble? They're going to say, let the sparks fly. Trust me when I say, you know what I mean? And they got to, you know, they got to come see me and my brother because we own this.
And speaking facts, man, I mean, definitely, you know, great career when it comes, you know, your career, brother.
Yes.
Tell us, you know, you are going to tell us now how you see, you know, this fight will play a role, you know, bigger guy, smaller guy, you know, not disrespecting to Tank Davis. Tank Davis, phenomenal, you know.
Well, I was a guy that's been in training camp with Jake Paul, sparred with him. He's a real fighter. He got power. I want to see how he's going to be able to deal with Tank and his speed, because Tank is going to use his speed. He's going to be fast. He got explosive power. I'm anxious to see how it's going to play out, because both fighters could land a punch that could knock the other fighter out. Because if you think Tank can't knock out a bigger guy, you're wrong. I seen him do it myself. I seen him knock bigger guys out. I was there. I seen him do it.
Awesome, man. Thank you. How about you?
I'm curious to see how this go down, because it's not only the weight difference, but the height difference.
The size, exactly.
Size. You feel me? And then also, it said it's going to be a regulated weight at 185.
180 something, you know, I don't know how much, you know, Tank is going to weigh.
So, I mean, Tank got to come all the way up. Tank was saying 190, but they were saying 195. So, I'm curious to see how all that weight, Tank get to regulate all that weight, being that he's already, you know, at a, you know, I wouldn't say a short height, but he's, let's just say an average height, because I don't want to throw, hopefully he ain't got that short man complex, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be, you know, careful with the wordplay, but I think it's going to be explosive, you know what I'm saying? Tank got that dynamite in his hands, and it can go either way, but if I had to call it, I'm going to go with Tank, you know what I mean?
Awesome. You know what I mean? A lot of power when it comes to power shots that eventually Tank always brings in every fight, you know.
Right.
He's well known as a knockout artist, and we don't know if that will be a big fact in order that can Jake, you know, catches one of the punches from Tank. I don't know if that will be, you know, the good night for Jake, or we don't know.
Jake got to be careful because he can get put to sleep, you know what I'm saying? But also Tank got to be careful because, you know,
Jake Paul is a bigger guy. Long reach.
Long reach. You know what I mean? He do got power. He can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? And I think if it go Jake Paul way, you're going to have to give him his respect. What you think?
For sure. You got to respect him as a real fighter. I've been telling everybody for a long time now, since I trained with him, he's a real fighter. He's now I mean, he's coming up, he's doing his thing, got great coaches, great trainers. He works extremely hard. So y'all have to, cause I don't see where y'all could say he's not a real fighter. What could you say that makes him not a real fighter? He's stepping up his competition. He trains hard. He got real trainers. He's getting better every fight. How could you say he's not a real fighter?
No, I mean, it's coming, you know, developing, you know, more skills, and it's only the beginning. He just said it. It's only the beginning.
And I got my brother right here, Frank Lucas.
Right here, Frank Lucas with
his assessment.
All I'm gonna say is this.
Talk about, you know,
this man, he been in the ring with both of them. David Sparks Fly, so his assessment is one of the Souths. Now here's my assessment from outside of the scope of being in the ring with both of those guys. If you catch Jake Paul biting into Tank, if Tank is able to sell Jake Paul feints early and he go for him, and he able to get inside of that power, yeah, I got Tank.
Wow.
Now, if Jake can keep him on that stick, into that stick, he got a good shot. But I don't know if his jab is that qualified yet. I'm not saying it's not getting better, because you always see the improvements in Jake. But I'm just saying if Tank is able to sell him face early, yeah, it's a problem.
And that's the interesting part, because, I mean, of course, Jake wants to keep it, you know, a little bit,
Right.
you know, distant because he knows that Tank is powerful and dangerous when he comes to, you know, close area where, you know, maybe Jake can, you know, really throw a hook or something like that. It's going to be hard to catch, you know, Tank Davis because I think Tank Davis is smarter in order to, you know.
If Tank, I think if Tank had it straight, because you know, somebody told me there was a little drama earlier. I wasn't here, so I don't want to speak for it. But if Tank can get his head straight, and like I said, if he can get the shape he need to get in, and he can sell feints early to Jake, then it'll be a long night for Jake. If Jake can establish the jab, I don't know if much Tank can do about it if he can establish the jab.
That's an interesting. Eventually, we saw, you know, first of all, congratulations to Terrence Crawford conquering 168 division. Where, you know, me personally, I thought the weight it was gonna, you know, play a really, you know.
You was going for Canelo.
I was going for Canelo. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Did you put money on it? You lost your
no,
money, right?
no, I didn't.
How much money you lost? You lost about 10,000, right? I know. I can see it all in your face.
I didn't bet, brother. But let me give you credit also to Terrence Crawford because I know he's a fighter that,
Salute
you know,
to Bud. You know what I mean? We was down there for Vegas. Me and my brother David Flat Sparks, of course, letting the sparks fly. And matter of fact, he was able to kick it with Blood and take a picture with Bud. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got that on. Go check his Instagram at David.flat.sparks. You know what I mean?
When you see people like this brother right here, and you see people walking up to him from the boxing community, that means he's established that.
Awesome, man. There you go,
Anything I
ladies and
say,
gentlemen.
some people make up stories about who they are, but the other people will tell the real story. If they respect you, that means you are who you are. I'm respected by the biggest people in the game because I am who I say I am. Now, I had to apologize to Terrence Bud Crawford because I thought Canelo was going to beat him. I had to see him and apologize and say, I'm sorry, brother, because you are the best fighter in the world.
Hey, don't get me wrong, you know.
I tried to warn him though.
Reck told me for sure.
I told him beforehand, weeks beforehand, and then while we was watching the fight, I said, yo, Canelo can't figure Crawford out. He like a deer, you know, stuck when he see the headlights. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo said that.
Something incredible, and even though, you know, big respect to Canelo because he even said it. He even said it. My mind says, let's go forward, but my body didn't respond. Your past fights, like when your mind says, let me continue, but your body doesn't respond.
I mean, that's why they say stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready. You know, it happens when you out of shape. You know, you think you can, you know, hit him with the left hook, hit him with the jab, but then your body says something different. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to always work out. You got to stay healthy. And, you know, first of all, it's mental. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to work out, but it's mental. Mind over matter.
Exactly. Are you interested to see probably if Terrence Crawford doesn't retire, maybe see a rematch if it happens? I mean, 2 more fights for Canelo.
Rematch because I feel like Crawford definitely, I wouldn't say dominated the fight, but he beat him by a landslide. But we seen some dirty work from the scorecards. Like
I know.
Like it's dirty. Like we gotta just keep it real. So I don't want to see a rematch because the second time they might, you know what I'm saying? They might put the fix in. We know the fix was in, but this time they might really put the fix in on Bud. So I don't want to see the rematch because I already know Canelo, you know, Bud is out, Canelo lead. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, true. It's true.
So,
I mean,
but I do want to see Crawford retire so he don't get caught up with the dirty politics.
Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, I remember.
Danny Jacobs said he
Yes.
was in Cpsboxingnews, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I mean, we good to go right now.
What's the name of the brand? I'm gonna shout it out.
Cpsboxingnews. Cpsboxingnews.
CPS.
Yes.
It's Mrecktv for Mrecktv. We letting the sparks fly
There you
for
go, ladies and
CPS Boxing News. Okay.
Thank you, ladies.